You've gone through the pain of remaking yourself in a new way. You've relegated that terrible old habit to the back of your mind. It's not the first thing you think of, although of course it's still present. But you find yourself nostalgic for it. Even though you know and can own how bad it is for you, you still miss its presence in your life. Welcome to Body of Truth. I am Rebecca Windsor. Body of Truth was born in my attempts to ignore my inner voice. And in the case of having to rebuild my life from square one, it burst through. And so what I would offer here is that to make these changes stick in your life, you need to create the muscle memory in your body to make the changes stick. I'm not much for woo-woo. This is going to be all practical advice of what worked and what didn't work for me as I strive to be free. I invite you to start to listen to your inner voice, and maybe this will start a self-inquiry of your own. So after my marriage ended, after 25 years, I was sprung back out into the world of men and attention, and it was pretty intoxicating. And for someone who had kept herself like a veal on a shelf, it was overwhelming. And there was a little bit of intoxication, and I got addicted to that hit of attention. And as I started to grow and feel into myself and feel myself return more fully whole, listening to the inner voice, allowing myself to really change and grow and push past my boundaries and fucking steamroll my fear that had me paralyzed and a hostage for years. Quarantine then descended. And so in my isolation, as I lived by myself, I reached out for a very familiar old school relationship filled with all of the things that dragged me right back to all these breakthroughs that I was making. And I was able to say goodbye to it, but I still feel the draw. I feel the draw to get that hit of attention. I feel the draw to that specific person that brings out my most retrograde behaviors. But I have the wisdom now to know that just because it attracts me, I know better that it's not good for me. And to indulge and even open that door a little bit, have that first drink, buy that first thing, whatever it is for you, make that first contact again. If you open that door, the floodgates will follow. So honor your nostalgia and look back and see how far you've come. Give yourself a moment of appreciation, but don't invite the past behavior back. You fought too hard to get here to let it yourself roll all the way back. And if you get a setback, you start again where you are. No shame. Put it behind you and start again. So again, I invite you to look at the nostalgia, but do not give into it because there's a reason that you left it behind. And I urge you to keep moving forward. I hope this resonated with you. If you found it valuable, please subscribe or share it with someone you think could benefit. And for weekly, more explicit messages from me, you can click the button below and subscribe to my newsletter. I upload every day, and I'll see you tomorrow.